Oh, my dear sister-in-law, I'm trying to talk to you. I hope you're reading this right now. Please tell me that it's not true that you're working until late on the night before your brother's wedding.
Yes I am. I guess you could say that work's dragging on a little bit. The people who I'm working with at the moment are a little bit behind schedule, so I have to wait a bit longer for them to finish.
Oh, my dear Taylor, for working in such a strange place, you've got a lot of pride, don't you?
Pride? What's that supposed to mean? I don't understand what you mean by that.
You know that you don't have to be so cool and calm about it in front of me, right? All you have to say is that you're working late into the night, and that there's been a sudden change in the work schedule.
But I don't think I'd describe it as a night shift. That's not really how my work is done.
Okay, I suppose that's fine. You know it's no big deal if you can't make it to the wedding ceremony if you're going to be working all night.
Wait, no, I think you've got this a bit backwards. It's not like that at all. My work isn't going to affect me getting to the ceremony. I haven't got my parents around anymore, and if I were to not show up to the ceremony, my uncle and his family would be the only relatives on the groom's side that'll be there. By the time the ceremony starts, everything should fall into place here, and then I can attend the ceremony. Everything will work out just fine. The timing of it isn't all that bad.
Ah, okay. Is that how you think it's going to work? You don't think that you won't be able to make it?
It should be fine. Anyways, I've got to get back to work so that we can finish up here. I'll see you tomorrow, Julia.
Okay, that's not a problem. Just letting you know that you don't have to force yourself to come to the ceremony if you're really busy. An ordinary factory worker wouldn't really fit into our wedding ceremony anyways, especially being around an elite music college graduate.
Good morning, Julia. I hope you were able to rest well before your big day today. I just arrived at the wedding venue as I was able to get all my work done.
Oh, hello there. I wasn't expecting you to message me this morning. So you got here with plenty of time then?
It may seem out of place me being here, but we're the groom's only relatives. My uncle, his family, and I are all my brother has. Thank goodness I was able to attend today. I'm really glad that I was able to get here in plenty of time.
I really didn't think you'd get here. I wonder if you're not willing to give up personality is due to you being stubborn. I'm not surprised, as you're just a high school graduate who sits at the bottom of society.
Well, good thing I didn't end up rushing during the middle of all the excitement and ruining the atmosphere of the ceremony.
Of course I agree with that. That's very true. At least you didn't do that. Ah, yes. Now I remember what I was going to ask you. I wanted to ask you to do me a favor, my dear sister-in-law.
Oh yeah? And what might that be?
Okay, so after the ceremony at the chapel, the wedding reception will be held at a different venue.
Oh, I see. I think I did know that. What about it?
My friends from the music college I attended are going to be doing some entertainment for us. So that includes singing and other performances. As one of the only representatives from your side of the family, could you sing a song in front of us and all the guests we have?
In other words, you're giving me no choice but to sing in front of everyone who was invited to your wedding?
Well, yeah, but you're cool with it, right? If it's too difficult for you to sing a song, you could always sing a nursery rhyme that elementary school students get taught.
No. I know some songs to sing. I don't need to resort to nursery rhymes. Okay, fine. I'll do it. I'll just do my best with the singing.
Oh, really? You're not joking? You're actually going to go ahead with this?
Why would I joke about it when you asked me to sing? I will even sing a special song if my brother's new wife requests it. What kind of songs do you like? Just so you can have something special sung to both of you.
Okay, now just back up a bit. You'd actually take requests if I said what I wanted to hear?
Well, yes, but it has to be within a range that I'm able to sing to without my voice cracking.
I get what you mean. Do you feel like you can't back out from this? Is that why you think you should give it your all? Okay then, how about I give you the opportunity to sing a song by that really popular singer who's releasing a lot of music right now?
A song by a popular artist, huh? Well, Well, there's so many popular artists, so it depends. Who are you talking about?
What are you saying? Don't you know any popular songs at the moment? Well, I guess that can't be helped since you're living at the bottom of our society. Maybe you're living in a dreamland thinking that you're equal with us.
No, you're just not listening to me. There are so many popular artists right now releasing music, so how am I supposed to know who you're talking about? So would you give me a name of who you want to hear me sing to? Then I know what I'm doing.
Oh, I'm sorry, Taylor. I thought you meant that you knew no one that you could sing to. Okay, I'll give you a suggestion. There's this really popular artist that I'm talking about. Her name is Taylor, and her music videos get so many views on YouTube. She's always being constantly streamed by us higher people in society.
So Taylor is her name. You want me to sing one of her songs?
Yes, one of Taylor's songs. I don't like the fact that you share the same name as her, but surely you've heard of her, right?
Well, yeah, I do know who you're talking about, but...
Her new song just released in September, and it's being streamed like crazy. None of us can get enough of her. Her record label put out an announcement that she's going to put out a new album really soon. Actually, I'm a super big fan of hers, so I listen to her music all the time.
Yeah, I know that she's super popular. This is the first time I'm hearing that you're a huge fan of her music, though.
Her voice is incredible to hear. She can hit both the high and low notes when she sings. She sings so perfectly. All the songs she's released, she's written herself, and she's great at expressing what she writes in her lyrics. She's the absolute best singer on the planet right now. She definitely was able to get lots of singing and music practice from a prestigious school or something.
Oh, really? If she's as good as you say, then she must have gone to a really good music school.
So if you can sing a song by Taylor with doing all the things she does in her songs, I'd be super happy. Like, all you need to do is sing well.
Right, okay. I guess all I can do is my best. So what kind of song by her do you want me to sing?
Would it be weird to request that you do the song that she released in September at my wedding ceremony? I would really like to hear you sing it.
That song. Right, okay. I should be able to practice a little bit before the ceremony.
As the bride, I'm going to also perform a song for everyone's entertainment. I'll set up an order for us to do it in. You can sing after I've sung my song.
Okay, that should be no problem.
Well, I just don't think that you'll be able to sing as well as me, so it's better if I sing first so that everyone will know that I did a more memorable performance. I mean, I was the one who went to an elite music college, so I've got a lot more experience than you. Hey, as long as we have fun and you make everyone laugh, that's the main things. You can make us laugh with your off-pitch notes. It doesn't matter too much if you're off-key a little bit. You'll do great. I can't believe what just happened. You've got some explaining to do. What the heck was that performance?
What are you talking about? Did something happen? Didn't you enjoy the song that I did for you?
What the heck happened? I wasn't expecting that voice to come out of you. I was shocked to see you when you came up to the front. My sister-in-law. Please, tell me you're not the real Taylor I was talking about earlier. Are you?
Well, it's actually true. I'm the real deal, Julia. My label said that it was fine for me to show up to my brother's wedding ceremony and perform. They said it was fine to show my face to the guests, including my new sister-in-law. You did request for me to perform at your ceremony, after all.
What the heck is going on? I'm in such shock. I had no idea you were the real thing. I thought you were just some high school dropout that works at a factory, but you're a singer with a huge following.
I quit my job at the factory about 2 years ago when I knew I could do better with the life I was given.
What do you mean you quit your job to pursue singing? Is that true? Are you serious?
I guess I'll explain myself. My parents passed away in an accident in the fall of my first year at high school. It was a devastating blow to our family. I was thinking of getting a job so that I could work and earn money so that my younger brother could go to college. Nowadays, I can make a living from streaming my videos on YouTube, and I also get requests for other work I can do. So it can be a little difficult to balance both. So now I'm just doing one thing, which is being a full-time singer. The reason why I was working late last night was because I was performing elsewhere.
But the entertainment you gave today, surely someone put something in the microphone to make you sound that good. I didn't think that you could sing like that even though you didn't go to a college for music.
Well, if you're saying something like that happened, you were the one using the microphone before I was when you were singing.
Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean?
I'm talking about you using the microphone before me. Then once I used it, you were using it again, so it just makes me wonder if something was done by you. The only person who was messing with the mic was the staff member who sprayed it with disinfectant between our performances.
Then it must have been the staff member who did something to the microphone to make you sound good.
You're accusing me of this even though you said that you were a huge fan of my videos and music? But as soon as you found out who I really was, your excitement kind of disappeared, did it not?
Well, after all, you're basically a fraud. Taylor would definitely have to have graduated from a music college to be able to even sing in front of all the guests. All you are is a high school graduate that had no future. You used to work in a factory, for crying out loud. You're just a fraud. Stop pretending to be someone you're not.
Well, I can see why you doubt me, but it still doesn't make me feel great. I'm going to do a live broadcast in 3 days' time, so if you tune in to watch me, then surely you'll believe everything you're hearing and seeing.
You're doing a live performance? Online? In 3 days? Are you for real?
Yes, I am. I think I'll head home now. I don't think it's a good idea to attend the after party. I don't want to make any more of a ruckus since it's your wedding and you both should celebrate in peace. Julia? It's Taylor. I just wanted to ask you something. I kind of need to know what you said last night. Why did you make such a fuss about my schooling and my background yesterday at the after party? Why did you say that I was lying about it?
So what? Why are you questioning me about it? So what if I mentioned it to a few people? I'm not the one who's lying to everyone around them. I only told people the truth about what's going on with you. You can't blame me just because I found out that you were only a high school graduate and that you worked in a factory. It's worse when you lie about going to a prestigious music college and falsifying your academic background for everyone to hear. The people who were so hyped up at the wedding over you will look back and think how much of a liar you are and not want to be fans of your music anymore.
Okay, I get what's going on here. I obviously didn't check what was being said about me, and that's the answer that I'm left with.
Huh? What do you mean? I don't understand what you're talking about. You're completely confusing me.
You know, Julia, there's just a little fact that I'm going to mention to you before this all gets out of hand. In a previous Q&A video I posted online, I talked about how I had to drop out of high school halfway through and start working because of the terrible circumstances my family faced. I never mentioned anything about going to some music college. I know I never went, but it doesn't mean I can't sing.
Huh? What video? A fan actually asked you about how you got to where you are today? I've got no idea what you're talking about.
But then you started stirring up things at the after party by telling people that I never went to music college and that I'm just a lowlife that didn't manage to graduate high school and had to work to earn money. When I think a lot of people know that to be true. You're the one who misinterpreted everything about me. For all the people who have seen the video, they wondered why someone would say something like that. They must be jealous of your success.
I haven't got a clue what you're on about, Taylor. I never really meant anything by what I said. I was just speaking the truth. What's the matter with that? So, when you actually think about it, I didn't really cause any damage to you at all. Not to your personality, your background, or your career, right? I can't believe what's happening to me now. This isn't fair. I think I'm going to get a divorce handed to me by your brother.
Huh? What are you talking about? What's going on?
I think this is because of the live broadcast that you're doing.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. I told my brother what you tried to do to me. You were trying to make a huge fuss about me lying about my academic background without even thinking about the fact that I had already admitted it to millions of fans. And that I mentioned that as well. In my broadcast, I mean.
So he found out what I said? You told him? How could you do this to me? I'm his wife. He doesn't need to know those things that I said.
Maybe because it's important and I talked to my brother about these sorts of things now that our parents are gone. I guess my brother discovered what you said just as I was about to send that comment you mentioned to me, but I didn't have my phone on me to do that. I really wanted to, though.
Because I had no idea that Taylor, who I was a huge fan of, hadn't graduated from music college but hardly graduated from high school. Plus, you stood out way too much at my wedding and took the spotlight off of me. You made a fool out of me. How could you do that to a fan?
But think about what you did in the first place, Julia. As a singer, I never said that I graduated from a music college. A lot of singers actually don't go to music college, by the way, these days. In a magazine article that I did, I introduced my background to the readers so they could get to know me better. I wrote that I had entered the workforce after I dropped out of school so that I could get my younger brother into college and that I could make a living. I never once lied about my education or my background. I've got no reason to lie, so I didn't appreciate what you said to me, so I told my brother.
Then why is it that my sister-in-law talked about going to university to study music in the first place? You've made everything for me so confusing.
Oh, right. I guess I will explain that now. My brother told me that every time you watch my videos, you used to ask what university I went to study music. And then he said that I didn't, but you never listened as you were too focused on what you actually wanted to believe was true.
Huh? What are you saying? I don't understand what's going on anymore. I'm so confused. Do you really think that I'd be that stupid?
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe it could be that you judged people solely based on their academic background and just believed that I went to a music college.
What? What do you mean by that? I do nothing of the sort. I'm a good person. I'm not judgmental at all. How could you say something like that to a fan? How can you accuse me of something like this? I'm just trying to get the truth of all this.
I've already told people the truth. You're the one that turns their nose up if they haven't come from a wealthy background. There are no facts about me in the magazines or online that I went to music college. Stop saying that I've lied to my fans, but I didn't. I've been nothing but truthful. I've never falsely stated that I've attended a music college. I learned how to play and write music all by myself. I made a public statement to my fans that I was a high school dropout and that I worked for a while before starting my music career. How many times do I have to explain this before it gets through your thick skull? Stop trying to sabotage me! If you start leaving any more comments online about me and my history that I've been truthful about, you'll hear about it from my label. You'll be the one getting burned from all of this, not me. I've done nothing to you, but you've tried to embarrass me in front of my fans in the music world. You should be grateful that my brother isn't doing any more than divorcing you for how you've treated me.
But it was obviously a mistake. He shouldn't be divorcing me over this. It was just a simple mistake. I can fix it.
Otherwise, apart from what I just told you, I've got nothing else to say to you anymore.
But please, Taylor, you've got to help me out here. Make your brother see sense that I just made a mistake about you and that I'll make it up to him somehow. I still want to be married to him, and I'm a huge fan of you and your music. I just made a mistake is all.
Even if I wanted to help you, I wouldn't after all the trouble you went through to try and sabotage my career. I've worked hard to do what I've done and get my brother into school. And happy. I think it's better for you both to get a divorce so that it can all blow over and we can all move on.
Are you kidding me right now? You're just going to let this all happen to me? But I'm a fan. I thought your fans were important to you. I don't understand.
Well, I just stated what I wish to happen, so I don't think I want to help someone who tries to sabotage their inspiration. If you want to change the outcome, you need to talk to my brother and come to some sort of conclusion. I wish you luck, but I don't see you being in our family. I ended up not telling Julia what the plan was for the wedding, but it was originally my brother's idea for me to sing at their wedding ceremony. He said that she was a huge fan of mine and that he wanted it to be a surprise. He ended up apologizing to me as the outcome turned out to be the exact opposite of what he was expecting. But that's not his fault. As a result of this, him and Julia got divorced. From there, Julia was even more aggravated by the fact that I never went to college to study music, and that I was only a high school dropout. She began searching for a highly educated and rich man. Apparently, he graduated from a university overseas called Oxford. He ended up earning a lot of money per year. And in conclusion, he committed marriage fraud against Julia. He was later arrested, but she was left with a huge amount of debt. She ended up in a demanding job to pay off the debt. The job has got nothing to do with her being some elite college graduate. Thank you for watching! If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.